Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on what side of the world you are on. This is Letra Davis with Lily's Chronicles. Welcome to Self Care Friday. Woo! We made it, y'all. We made it through another week. We are grateful. We are thankful. We are exuberant because life is yet in action. Look, it's been a hard couple of months. It's been a hard year. It's been hard. But tonight we're going to talk about some things that will hopefully lift up your load, lift up your head, and lift up your spirits. So let's get started. So, on Self Care Fridays, for those who have been following me for a little while, you understand that the purpose of tonight is to discuss ways that we can implement intentionally things that can increase the stress free living life. That is what we want, okay? I know and believe that God is my peace and He can be your peace. But there's some things that we can do practically that can help us on that spiritual journey, all right? So, what are we going to be talking about today? We are going to be discussing out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old and in with the new. So, what this looks like is this: most times, people like to purge their homes 2 to 3 times a year, typically around springtime as well as winter time, getting prepared for the new year. And then somewhere in between there may be a life status change, and you purge when there's a big life status change. So we are currently in the end of our year. Woo! And we are probably purging. That could mean clothes, that could mean old equipment, that could mean paperwork, documentations, records, so on and so forth. Whatever you are purging, I want you to know, in out with the old, in with the new. So, what does that look like when it comes to self care, right? It looks like this: when we are looking inside and we are doing some purging from the inside out, I want you to be encouraged that look at things that have caused you some pain, some issues, some struggles. I'm not talking about external pain, external issues, or external struggles, not brought about by people, not brought about by circumstances. I'm referring to those inner struggles and challenges that each and every one of us have in terms of our character, in terms of our proclivities, in terms of the way we are. Have you ever heard a person say, that's just the way I am? That's just who I am, and you're going to have to deal with it or not. Love me or leave me. Love me or leave me. You've heard folks say that, right? Maybe you have said that. But I'd like to push back in a kind and gentle way, but yet firmly, that how you are may not be the best that you can be. Well, Letra, what in the heck do you mean by that, you might ask? I am simply saying that when we internally analyze how we are, if we're consistently grumpy, if we're consistently cantankerous, if we're consistently just in a state of non joyous state, we might want to look at that. We may want to evaluate that. We may want to analyze that to see where does that come from. What is the origination of that state of heart and state of mind and state of being? We may want to look at going into the closets and into the drawers of our hearts and seeing what happened and what caused us to become such cynical type people. Ew, cynical folks. God knows they are some struggling peoples, okay? I have compassion. I don't say these things in a judgmental way. What about a very judgmental person? Are you a judgmental person? Do you always throw your judgments at people without taking the time to have compassion on people, to find out their story, to find out their journey, to see why it is they are the way they are? Are you the type of person who likes to talk about folks? Your mouth just be going, going, going 24/7. Did you hear about so and so? Did you know about this? Did you hear about that? And did you know about that? I bet you some of y'all didn't know some things about me that you just found out in the couple of months or the past year. And you are asking any and everybody, did you know that Litra is, did you hear that Litra? What? Girl, bruh, I didn't know. Did you know? When did you find out? Oh my God, the spiritual hearing is on, okay? Let me tell y'all something. If people want y'all to know things about their lives, they'll tell you directly. And if you really care about them and you truly want to know the truth from their lips, from their heart, guess who you'll ask? Them, not anybody else. Listen, Litra's not throwing shade. I'm just throwing love in a special way. So, what about people who are extremely fearful? Wow, that's a big one. There's so much fear going on, specifically because of this past year. The way things have just panned out, totally unexpected, totally unprepared for, and there are a lot of people in many different levels of fear. Let me encourage you, out with the old, in with the new. Let's kick out that fear. Let's get rid of that fear and let's take on strength. Let's find people who can help us as we are coming out of that place of fear. What about people who have struggles with loving, people who have struggles with trusting? Let's be out with the old. Let's go in with the new. Let us be open and honest with people and let them be vulnerable with us. Let there be love from heart to heart, from breast to breast. Let that love flow. Try something different. You can do it. I know you can. I'm here to tell you that you can. It's going to be all right. So, out with the old, in with the new. As you are doing inventory and you're purging out your personal effects at your home or at your business or whatever, think also through how you can do some self-care for yourself and do internal purging, out with the old, those bad characteristics, those bad mindsets, those unhealthy things, and learn how to grasp and glean great things, positive ways of thinking, affirmating ways of thinking. Listen, we can do it. It can be hard to make changes. It really can. Most people find it very, 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 very difficult to change, but it's possible. You can do some things your own self, but also don't ever forget that there is a God who sits on a throne, who wants to be on the throne of our hearts, and he wants to bless our minds with transformation of his spirit and word. He's there to help you. There's certain things we can't change on our own, no matter how we try. So I also want to encourage you to know that as well. All right, Leecher has to go because I got to do some purging and some cleaning out with the old so I can get some new, both mind, body, and spirit, and my home. Huh? What you say? Glory to God. Love y'all so very much. Be blessed. Light, love, Leetra. Please do something for me. Would you please go over to my YouTube channel, Leetra Davis, Lily's Chronicles, and would you please do a like, a comment, a share, and a subscribe. I'm looking for help. 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year. Before the end of 2020, would you all help me? If you have found this video or any of my past content helpful, please won't you do that for me and help me to achieve some great things to help people. Love y'all.